Hello. I got my wings. I need to zoom myself out. Yeah, that's one thing I definitely need to do. just zoom the fucking like character, you know? Because the wings are way too large. Like that. Still, my wings are way too big for that. Yeah, there. Is that fine? Probably not. Hey, how's it going, Terrence? What's poppin', gamer? What's poppin'? Hey, yeah, we vibing today, you know? It's just a talking stream, you know. We gotta say words. It's part of the stream, you know. Yeah, welcome to the talking stream where we talk about random shit and hope something fun comes out of it, you know. I doubt anything fun will come out of this because I'm completely fucking brain dead and I have no idea how to properly start up a conversation with people. I prefer not to start conversation with people to begin with, so there's that too. But you know, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere, whatever it is, you know. You know. I keep using the word fucking you know today. What's going on with me? Yeah, I hope you're doing good, Terrence. Are you supposed to be working soon? Because if I remember, you start your shift sometime at this time. I don't know. I can't really remember. Today's Friday, right? Well, for me, it's a Friday. It should be a Friday. But yeah, hope everything's fine with you, man. The first topic, I really want to just, you know, try to think of something. Like, probably schoolwork or something. Yeah, the OG O2. Yeah, OG time. We're back to the OG model, you know? But yeah, we're going with the topic of very annoying schoolwork. Hey, Davis, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I'm about to start conversations soon. Yeah, I'm going in 30 minutes. Alright, good luck with work then, in like 30 minutes. But yeah, for like, first topic, yeah. To be honest, I have like a short thing. Like, I have to do a handstand, I have to do a cartwheel, and I have to dance the cha-cha. Hi, Sushi. No, today is I don't have to give two shits until Monday. Nice. You getting vibed till Monday, bro. But yeah, so I have to do a cartwheel, I have to do like a handstand, and I have to do the cha-cha. The thing is, I'm a prideful bastard. Like, so that's a very annoying schoolwork for me. Any type of schoolwork that requires me to make a video of something, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. If it requires me to do like a dance for physical education, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I prefer to do actual, like, you know, essays, like answering stuff. I'm fine with that. But lowering my fucking pride to just dance the cha-cha alone in my room? Doing good, kinda. I've got a job. I have to wait until Monday to finish my medical trial and check if I can work for them. I hope you probably haven't done anything bad. You're probably fine. Probably not checking like the tinier details, like, oh no, you have this not that big of an impediment to your work thing, your work productivity. Yeah. Yeah, I want cha-cha animation when. Dude, I wish I knew how to animate. To be honest, I know how to animate using SFM. I barely know how to do it in Blender and MMD. I only know how to animate like properly with SFM. I've done SFM animations before. I do not wish to share them, but I've done them. But yeah, I know how to do SFM animations, and I wish I knew how to convert my models over to SFM. It's so tedious. The tutorial is very tedious. Like, I have to rename each file so it doesn't contain an underscore. I have to hope it actually converts well enough, fix some bones. I don't have time for those. There's some huge wings, yeah. Sorry. It's way too big. I wish it was smaller. But you know, it's there. I gotta deal with it. I got COVID, so I've been stuck at home for 2 weeks, but lucky I get paid for 2 weeks. Oh, you get like paid days off because of it. Oh, that's actually quite nice. That's nice for whoever you're working for to provide you with that. That's good though. You're able to at least get some benefit out of it. Normally companies don't do that, which is a bit annoying, but you know, you just gotta deal with it. I've had to move my streaming hours because of future work. I can't stream earlier since I'll be coming back at weird hours, and I don't really have that many people in chat anymore. You're fine, Devis. Like, the more we stream, the more we get into the algorithm, I just noticed. But hey, it's fine, you know? We don't gotta push it. And if you get busy, you gotta adjust to it. I feel you. No need to push anything if you're not comfortable with it, you know? I keep saying the fucking word, you know, and I absolutely hate it. Do you think, yeah. Do you guys think athletes deserve, like, relatively high salaries? Do you think, not like Olympic-style athletes, more like, oh, basketball player athletes, soccer player athletes, track and field shit athletes, those types of people. Do you think they deserve high salaries? Well, at some point, COVID is gonna end and people are gonna go back to work. Athletes, yeah. I'm stuck in the middle between, to be honest. Because there's a part of me saying, oh yeah, they have the skills and talents to provide this specific role as a job. But then again, the job of playing the sport isn't technically, you know, you're not getting, what's the term I'm looking for? They help reinforce the culture and inspire people to work out and be more healthy. That's true. But then again, does that signify that they have to commit to having a higher salary? Like teachers, for example. Teachers don't get a high salary. They promote, like, student development. Some of them take a listen to it, some of them don't. But in the end, it's there. But they don't get paid high enough. Now, they're essential workers, but they don't, you know, get taken care of at all. So, there's that too. I can bring up that argument. Stuff gets weird, doesn't it? Well, it depends on the profit they rack in from viewers. Oh yeah, that is true. That is very dependent too. Yeah, you're right. That also takes in, like, how the monetization scheme comes in with how athletes get their money, like pay-per-view stuff, like boxing. Athletes, I don't really know, as they weren't through so much money to get where they are sometimes. Some just get lucky. That is true. I've seen other people just get lucky, and it's kind of like the same with YouTube, right? There are people who just, like, have abysmal content, and they somehow get, like, 1K, 20K, sometimes even hitting, like, the 100Ks. I despise them. But then again, your interest in content is varied, and they might like that type of content. But to the people who I've, like, seen before who get super lucky, like, you get a shout out. Oh, did you deserve it? That's a thing. And people can bring out the topic of, like, oh, viewer retention, that's there too. But then again, the higher the sub count, the more chances you get of promotion from YouTube directly as, like, an organic, you know, organic advertisement for you. Here's that. Yeah, teacher salaries has always been enigmatic to me. They should have higher salaries, to be honest. Yeah, that was actually one of my, like, well, my second dream job. I'm not that great at teaching, but I was very interested in teaching when a good teacher actually taught me some good stuff. But I ended up giving up on that since I just realized, even though, here's the thing, right? Even though I haven't graduated from high school, I got a job that pays higher than a teacher. That's just sad. That's just completely sad. And I'm kind of disappointed that teachers don't get paid that much. When they go through so much more than normal office workers and all that stuff. They have to deal with children and teenagers. The worst types of children. But yeah, that's there too. Can't believe they don't get paid that much. Depends on the teacher also. I know only one really good teacher. I know about... there was one gay teacher that was really kind and really good at teaching. There was the teacher who kept helping me before I dropped out because I was suffering from very bad depression. They need to deal with angst. Yeah, they have to deal with that. And they paid like lower. It's just so sad. Man, it seems like teachers in the Philippines don't get paid much like here in the US too. Yeah, teachers here in the Philippines get paid like. Here's the thing, right? I worked at a call center previously for a small amount of time. I earned like 3K more than a teaching job at level. I think it was like a level 1 teacher. Level 1 to, I got more than a teacher. Hell, you can even like calculate that for level 3 teachers, but then again, that's already running the borderline between the same as mine or higher than mine. That's very dependent. But yeah, there's that. God, they have to also work through rankings as like teachers. So like teachers, master teachers, heads, all that other shit. Like I can't believe. My teacher was saying how hard it is to teach primary school children. To be honest, I prefer to teach children rather than teenagers. I'm actually kind of great with like handling kids. I've taken care of I've babysit for a decent amount of time. Not as like a worker thing, not as like a part-time job, more like I was just asked when I was still like, I can't remember. It was like in my earlier teen years too. Got asked to take care of some kids. Of course, I didn't ask for money. I was their friend to begin with. I was back in the countryside. That was great. But yeah, I'm quite well with kids. I don't really find them hard to deal with. So you're one of the guys going, hello, would you love to talk to you about your cars? No, I'm more like, hi, this is the airlines that you're coming to. Would you like to reschedule your flight, or would you like to move your seat? It's like that. Think of that. Oh, I used to work for Instacart too. And it's like yeah, Bison, you're American, right? Do you use Instacart? I used to work for Instacart. I can handle children, but I doubt I will be a good teacher. You probably can, Tuzuki. You have a very charming personality. I'm pretty sure you can do it. I'm pretty sure waifu would love. Nah, she's trying to be a pediatrician, but I feel like she'd still do good as a teacher. Hell, she teaches better than me. That's one thing for sure. She doesn't have the same like weird ass energy I have, but she has good teaching skill. I can give her that. But I just wish school would teach me something useful instead of math recipes all the time, like the economy of scale or something, because I had to watch YouTube videos for those. Bitch, when am I gonna calculate for fucking X? Like, the only instance where I've needed to do that was a theoretical question about me collecting rings in Sonic, and it was, oh look, Sonic runs at X the speed and collects this many coins within that period of time. How many rings does he get, and how much fucking speed would you like to calculate for that, like for that value of X? It was fucking worthless to say the least. But yeah, they love talking to me. I should pay YouTube instead. To be honest, I don't really support the premium system for YouTube. The fact that you're trying to speedrun. No, it wasn't a speedrun. It was just a random topic that came up in my mind at 3 a.m. And I was starting to think like, oh, if I calculate this, is this gonna be correct? I just ended up doing that. You know how I make up random ideas at 3 a.m.? You know how I make like shitpost stuff early in the morning or very late at night? It's kind of that. Shit comes to my mind. I do it every now and then. Sometimes I'd rather not, because I have very racist ideas, and I do not want to bring them out. Did you go, hello, would you like to hear? Oh, yeah. Hey there, would you like to hear about our premium phone plans? Yeah, there was one time where I actually worked for, what was it? It wasn't, what was the name? It wasn't AT&T, it was something else. It was a different carrier. I can't remember, but it was a different carrier. But yeah, that was also fun. I got promoted relatively quickly though. Like, I instantly jumped to Instacart, which was still a pioneering account over here in the Philippines, since I had a very high QA score and I got moved over and all that stuff. But then again, that doesn't really matter now, does it? I don't have a job. I'm currently functioning as, you know, as a content creator mostly for now. I'm still finishing my computer system servicing course. I'm also taking like a short e-commerce course online. That's pretty much everything I'm doing, to be honest, right now. Nothing too interesting, you know. God, if I was interesting, then we wouldn't be here now, would we? Yeah, we wouldn't be talking to like a small audience if I was big enough. Yeah, where was I? Generate. Yeah, I'm like using a random topic generator so I can keep like the topics going. Because if I try to think of a topic by just sheer will, I'm probably gonna end up somewhere very bad. It's not like the cashier is gonna ask you to solve for S and get the total for your bill. Yeah, we have fucking technology to deal with that. Like, technology was there for a reason. It's like to make everything easier. Are you getting an IT job? Nope. To be honest, I just need to finish like high school and that's it. I never really had an interest in anything else. Like, do I want to take law? Do I want to take medical stuff? I don't give a shit. I'm not going to college. I don't care about college. Oh, but am I in college right now? Who knows? See, I'm very inconsistent. Was I a computer science or was I a computer system servicing? Oh, why, can you tell? Nah, you can't. Yeah, I was unwell the whole month. I haven't been able to do anything this month. Don't worry, Suzuki. If you're feeling very sick, go ahead and like rest up. I took like a really long break too. I almost took like an entire month break just because I was so busy finishing off my finals and stuff. And this is like the first semester too. The second semester is coming up too. Actually, there's a funny story. I thought this month was gonna be the finals month, like the complete finals month, like the second semestral month. And nope, I was dead ass wrong. Waifu reminded me, wait, husband, did you think this was the finals? It's like, it's not even at the end of the school year yet. You're probably in your first semester. But holy shit, I just realized it was still the first semester. God, I wish it fucking ends. Back school, we were told you're not always gonna have a calculator to your math problems. Now we got smartphones. Yeah, that's true. Not anymore though. That's good then. That's good that you're like good now. Hold on, let me reset like my body. My back is breaking, bro. Let me disappear for a quick second. Yeah, it's a mic good, by the way. I can't tell if it's running well or not, because normally my mic doesn't want to work at all. There's that. Yeah. Yeah, like the excuse that people take with like, oh, you gotta solve this in math. I've had so many teachers say that. They also use calculators, like, that's just removing the shit. I've also had a teacher where they said, you can't judge the way I teach students, you're a student. That's like saying, oh, I can't judge somebody's cooking because I don't cook. Hell, I can still taste the shit. That doesn't change the fact that I can still fucking be there to experience it. It's just so stupid of a fucking argument. Indians aren't allowed to use calculators even in college, leaving for account students. Fucking, like, why is that? Like, hell, MIT allows students to fucking use calculators whenever they're taking stuff. Like, why can't other schools do that? Like, my mental math is good moment, yay. I prefer to write math on paper rather than using the calculator, to be honest. I enjoy writing on paper. We get to remember more stuff. I don't trust myself to even solve 1 + 1 anymore. Here's the thing, there is an actual news report, right, about somebody, like, going, it's not gender fluent to say 1 + 1 = 2. Sometimes it can equals to 3, and it was fucking stupid. It was, God, the world is, okay, here's the thing, right? This current era, it's becoming great for accepting different races, different genders. We're getting more equality. We're developing into a more open society, yeah? But the fact that we're becoming that open ruins the whole fucking point of it. Because we're gonna go back to fucking limiting shit if they don't fucking learn to stop themselves with their idiocy. Like, there are people out there who actually think that's the case, and it's so fucking stupid. And there's like an entire, like, I think there was a book solving like the very basic math problems, but explaining it in super detail. I can't remember the name of the book, but there was an actual part in the book where there was 1 + 1 = 2. And then they fucking took 20 pages out of that goddamn book and explained in very deeper detail, hell, even going into like trigo and everything else. Like, even like math as a concept. It went there to just identify that 1 + 1 = fucking 2. And people out here are acting out like, oh, gee, blah, 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 blah. I had such a book too. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I saw it somewhere. We're going to evolve ourselves to extinction. I don't think we're going to evolve. I think we're just going to fuck it up. We're just going to fuck up till we die. Isn't that life, though? We're always going to keep making fuck-ups. Here's the thing, right? I don't believe in math as a complete system. Math is incomplete, I guess you could say. Because I can't remember what the paradox was, but there was a paradox. 1 + 1 = 2 because the numbers add up to me doing your mom last night. Nice. Yeah, let me look it up. I can't remember what it was. Was it Gödel's paradox? The incompleteness theorems are connected to one unsolvable equation in the quantum physics. Is it Gödel's? I can't remember. I don't remember that much about, like, shit I've read before. The logical paradox raises the possibility of related problems in particle physics. Oh yeah, basically, there's also the infinity. If you add something to infinity... Yeah, here's like maths exam used to be my biggest fear in my high school days. Math is very annoying. Geometry is stagnant. Yeah. But then again, there's still incompleteness in math. For example, if you identify infinity as a number, or provide a number directly to infinity, or hell, go for the number of pi, there's no direct full answer to what the value can be because the numbers continue, and there are theoreticals that counteract that argument and all that other mumbo jumbo about mathematics. It's I don't like math. To be honest, I enjoy English literature more. English literature, science. Yeah, those are basically my only two like likable subjects. I like math somewhat, not really that great though. I'd say it's like good, but we all know we don't like it that much. Like, I mean, I'd rather be good at a few things rather than being mediocre at everything, and I could just learn what I need to know. I need to know when I don't know. Like, I mean, I'd rather be good at a few things rather than being mediocre at everything. Yeah, that's good though. To be honest, I don't like the... Here's the thing, right? Here's a realistic take on like people saying it's better to be good at one thing than to be good at many, to be mediocre at many things. Here's the thing, right? That's not how it works in reality. You look for a job. Oh, you say, oh, I'm really good at mathematics. You're applying for like an accountancy job, right? But then again, the other person promotes, hey, I'm okay at dealing with human resources. I'm okay at accountancy. I can provide very well in my workplace. I also have other skills relating to Excel work, all that stuff. So who would they pick? The one guy who's actually good at one thing, or the one guy who actually knows many more things? Of course, they wouldn't go for high, like, one-skill ponies. Like, one-trick ponies. That's not how it works, IRL. The more skills you have, the more chances you have of, you know, success, like, being a success as an individual. There we go. Math is public enemy number 1 for me. The public enemy number 1 for me is, like, MAPs. Maps. Jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than one. Yeah, there we go. Areku, you actually got it. Alright, gamer. You actually got it. Yeah, that's the one. Still better than one. Well, you could learn the skills related to your job. You don't go into accounting with geography skills. That's true, but if you're good at geography, that doesn't mean you can be part of, like, you know, a natural history researcher. Can't just be that. You also have to take in more skills. Having one is not good IRL. At least from my experience. And then again, I don't really have that much experience yet as like an adult, so. And don't bring up the topic that I live with my parents. I am an only child and I plan on bringing my parents with me. Okay. I'm an only child and I wish to take care of my parents, so do not go into that topic that much. In the Philippines too, it's not really that uncommon to live with your family. Normally it functions as an extended family, like even with your aunt's aunt, like all that stuff. Filipinos have really big families. Learning is never ending. That is true. I believe in that saying. Learning is never ending. Even if you're working as an expert, you will always learn something nonetheless. Do you think knowledge is finite? Don't worry, it is normal Asian countries for living with family. It's normal in the Philippines. We have 3 generations in one household. Yeah. I remember my, like, grandma died. Not my grandma, my great-grandma. I was still able to interact with her since I was 4 to 5 years old, and then she died when I was 6, I think? Yeah, that too. But, do you think knowledge is finite? That's a good question. Because if there is an answer to everything, that's also taken into consideration theoretical concepts, whether they be concocted as true or false. Does that mean we can't figure anything else? We can't think of any more ideas, any more theoreticals that can, you know, increase our pool of knowledge? Is knowledge finite or is it infinite? Does it develop constantly or does it stick to, like, once we reach, like, a limit, I guess? Does that consider itself as finite? Do you think mixing old people with younger people would hold back technological advances? Just asking for opinion? No, not really. Old people, here's the thing, right? People take this, like, with a piece of salt. In the US, it's kind of looked down upon for the kids to continue living with their parents even while we get a job. Really? Over here in the Philippines, it's very normal to live with your parents. Hell, some of them will get angry if you leave. But yeah, mixing old people with younger people does not hold back technological advances. Because here's the thing, despite old people being, you know, sticking to the old ways, some of the old ways are more efficient than what we have right now in technological advances. And the more we continue technologically, and with the aid of modernization, we slowly start to lose what we can constitute as something that's, you know, ethical, functions well enough to the point that it's not that big of a deal anymore. And the younger people would think, oh, because of the technological advances, this skill set can be completely ignored, like using Grammarly and all that stuff. Oh, you can use Grammarly now. We can't study English anymore. We're fine. But with old people, despite them not holding people back, they also bring in very worthwhile advices that help technological advancements. Because without them, we wouldn't think of ideas to develop further, right? It's because the people of the past had issues dealing with this one problem. Now we can start developing technologies that can aid with that issue. And that's the whole point of technology advancing. That ruins the whole point if we don't have any old people at all. There will be no past experiences that develop our technology of the current generation. But yeah, Grammarly is shit, I heard. Grammarly's quite fine, actually. Not gonna lie. It's quite fine once you actually fine-tune yourself to it. Because here's the thing, Grammarly is fucking horrible at figuring out how you want to structure your sentences. But once you're actually well enough, and you're relatively good at English, and you can just ignore some of the corrections they want to do, you're good. To be honest, this is why I don't let waifu do 100s all the time. I'm fine with her getting like 98s, 99s, don't skip it to 100, because sometimes the structuring is quite bad. Turning from passive to active is quite bad. But yeah, it's okay. Grammarly's alright. I haven't had that many issues with it. I'm fine with it. I've used it every now and then when I was completely brain dead. But then again, it only eases some of the issues. It doesn't completely solve it. You know? Same with, like, you know, using the paraphrasing bot or, like, Thesaurus. That doesn't really work that well now, does it? Of course, there are still issues. And we all gotta adjust to it, you know? Grammarly is useful when I feel lazy trying to edit the small things. Same. Or, here's the other thing, like, they have, like, functions to say, oh, it sounds professional, oh, it sounds friendly. But the thing is, just refer to, like, whatever first-person thing and just refer to it as a third-person item. And it'll sound a bit more professional, and that's, like, an easy way of cheating it out. Referring to something in third person is way better than referring to it in second person or third. Yeah, you can learn from translation. I can bypass some of the corrections, correcting deep L do when translating Japanese now. Yeah. At least you're learning, yeah? Of course, we always have a trade-off. We can't always have... Here's my philosophy in life, right? Everything cancels out. And nothing really matters. I'm just gonna live the life I want. That's my philosophy. Think of it. There's always something canceling out your good deeds. There's always something canceling out your bad mood. It's always there. That's chaos. That's the chaos I'm trying to portray. Also, hey, Skull Man, how's it going? Yeah, that's the chaos I'm trying to portray. The theoretical side of unpredictability. Despite being completely balanced in the end, it is still unpredictable and is uncalculable to an extent. That's what I'm going for. Hey, Sandwich, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing good. As one language teacher I had once said, it's best to understand when speaking than be able to have the perfect speaking skill constantly. Having conversational, like, learning the conversational level of the language is better. Because when are you going to use it in, like, a professional manner at that point? Like, you don't have to nitpick with everything. My philosophy is if I can die tomorrow and nothing I do matter, why should I suffer today? Hey, I may be a negative and realistic motherfucker, but you don't gotta go that far. You won't be able to reach anywhere if you look like that. Look at what I have. Yo, that's a lot of moa. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to ask me questions, by the way, as we talk about topics, because, you know, this shit is fun to talk about. But yeah, before streaming, my speaking skills were in a grave. I'm pretty sure I started there too. To be honest, I wasn't... Actually, now that I think about it, I was relatively good at English at age 7. Because I think it was age 7 when I got the laptop. And then I ended up talking to people on Skype. More Americans and all that stuff. Americans, Irish people, British people, Lithuanian people, surprisingly. I've met many people when I was still young. They were fun. I remember the times when TeamSpeak was a thing. God, I became a racist by that time. I did not know those were very racist terms, and I do not wish to say them out loud. That's true. I didn't achieve anything, and not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. Ah, well, as long as you're enjoying your life, that's good enough for me. My philosophy is life is gonna happen, so why are you putting so much effort into it being worried about things? Yeah, you know. Keep moving as you do, man. Keep moving as you do. I've been on the internet since long too. Yeah. Gotta just develop yourself more on that. Spent so much time on Roblox, my English was like, hey guys, do you know where this NPC is? Yeah, we all slowly develop. And to be honest, I don't even know what accent I'm, like, taking in now, considering I've gone through so many. Yeah, there was one time where I started talking like this, and it was a bit, let's just say it wasn't really that fun for other people, because they feel like I'm just imitating them, but then, there was a time. But yeah, there was a time where I also, yeah, I mean, the time right now, this is how I talk. There were, like, other times where I talk, like, a different accent, because I was talking to that specific type of person, and their specific friend groups, and it was a fucking, I don't think you have an accent, to be honest. Really? Do I not have an accent? I thought, do I? Even I'm confused. There was also a time where I started to like this, and it was completely fucking stupid. I would just stroll around with different voices, trying to figure out what I wanted. Then I ended up just casually, like, going down. Ended up going on TeamSpeak, talking to more American people, and just ended up with this accent instead. I remember the times when I used to talk like such a Filipino, like, yes, I speak English like this. Do you understand how I speak stuff? I enjoy speaking English. That's how Filipinos normally talk, right? Like the Filipino accent is there before, but now it's like, if it wasn't for the fact that I knew you were from the Philippines, I might have thought you were an American. Oh, really? Yeah, I've spent way too much time with, like, very bad Americans back in the old TeamSpeak days, because they were very racist. God, the experience I had online, it was a blast, but there were also times where I just realized, oh fuck, this is messed up. Hey dude, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know about these bots. What are they saying? Oh, it's a bot. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, no thanks. Thank you for coming though, Russian dude. Appreciate it. It's the internet, lol. That is true. That is true. I think from the days of like 2000. What year was it? Can't even remember anymore. Filipino accent. Yeah, you can understand my Filipino accent. When I talk like this, people can easily identify that I am not I am from the Philippines. I mean, I am from the Philippines. I sound like that, don't I? But yeah. It's completely different when I speak in, like, this accent and all that stuff. Oh yeah, the late 2000s where we would say stuff and get us banned today. I actually kind of miss. Yeah! Yeah. When 4chan was still a booming thing, people were fucking wilding with the terms. When you were looking around for people to play with, fucking TeamSpeak was a thing. And that shit was filled with very, very fucking bad servers that made people swear without any fucking repercussions. And it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. Yeah, free speech. But that doesn't change the fact that they can, you know, get punished for what they've done. They may be free to speak their mind, but that doesn't mean they're free from the consequences of their actions. That's like... I see so many people saying, oh, I'm allowed to express my opinion about hating this thing, because free speech online. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're free from the consequences of us, you know, berating your opinion. That doesn't change the fact that we're here to also express our speech. So stupid. Salty COD, Modern Warfare lobbies. Oh god, I used to own Modern Warfare 2, and I used to, I never bought like Xbox Gold. I always used like the trials that came with other stuff. Hello Arroyo Ashley, welcome to the stream. But yeah, there was a time. They were so loud when they spoke those very, very bad terms straight in my ear. Ah, the magic of the early 2000s, you know? Sam, if you make a public comment, then we're allowed to publicly judge it. Yes, that is true. There are some instances where if it's a private comment in a public platform, it gets risky with like law and stuff. Like it gets very, 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 very muddy from there. But yeah, here, like, do you guys have any more questions? I have some other topics you want to talk about. You know, I'll give you some time to ask questions, but let's talk about like retirement for now. What do you plan on doing once you retire? Because I never cheated on a game because I usually don't know how to install hack clients or something. There was a time where, here's the thing, right? So there's this game. I'm proudly admitting this because I despise how it is now. So back in the day, on Facebook, there was this game. There was this game called Ballistic, and it was a class-based shooter on Facebook running on Unity, and it was actually quite good. You had a sniper that can go invisible, you had a heavy gunner that can regenerate health faster and also generate armor. There were other stuff like demolition people that specialized in Not great mobility, but very high explosive power and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a class-based shooter. You'd expect that from, like, class-based shooters. But then, they removed it from Facebook. They entirely removed it. And then they moved it to Steam. The name is Ballistic Overkill, and they charge about 200 pesos for the game without including anything else. Of course, you have unlocks to every character, but not every weapon. And you have to purchase skins to support the game. And you know what's going on with the game? It doesn't have that big of an active player base. Oh, wow. Who could have wondered that moving to a goddamn private label would fuck up your community? God. The question is, if I can retire without the world bursting to flames first. That's true. Retirement? Why are you jinxing? I'm not retiring. So if I don't plan on retiring on YouTube anytime soon, because I'm actually quite happy again. Before, I only like did like small YouTube videos. Some of them are still privated, but you guys can see the other ones, like the old videos. They're already public now. Some of them, they're there. But there was a time where I was very unhappy with who I am. And now I'm happy with who I am, and I'm happy that I'm being able to make content and entertaining people now, somewhat. Well, not that entertaining. I remember one time I was in Modern Warfare 2. Imagine I got a message from a random guy saying, "GG man, you're going on YouTube." I found the guy was an MLG player and I was ending his kill streaks. Holy shit! I wish I can retire. You'll probably reach the end of your term soon enough, and you'll be able to retire and like relax. But what do you plan on doing after you retire? Because if I like get enough money, I have a family of my own with waifu, 3 children. She wants 3 children. I'm fine with 3 children, to be honest. I prefer 1 or 2. 3 days. To be honest, having 1 daughter is good enough for me. I want to protect my own princess, you know. I want to develop my own daughter, make her grow into a fine young woman, so she can take care of me when I'm old. I would move to the Japanese countryside. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I would probably... Here's the thing, like, the countryside where I grew up in, it's getting modernized to hell, and I'm not really that happy about it. The happy places I used to go to, they're now concrete. It's just... it's a bit disappointing. It's boring, yes, but that's the best in my opinion. To be honest, a peaceful life is a good life. Of course, you have, like, small moments where you have to think about stuff and it becomes, like, an exciting adventure. But then again, those are very rare. But yeah, modernization in the countryside, it ruined it for me. So many of the good places I used to go to, so many of the hidden areas I used to relax in are now concrete, 7-Elevens. It's, I wish I could go back to the time where I could just relive those moments. I had so many fun memories with friends there. Hell, Ouija was part of my childhood too. Well, then again, I've known Ouija since he was like, what, 2-3 years old? And I was already older than him at that time. Yeah, I wasn't even kidding, by the way, when I said, oh, I'm childhood friends with Sen. We've known each other ever since we were babies. And I wasn't kidding. I plan on having a family. I think I might actually pack my bags to possibly travel the world even if I don't have the money. Hey, Dyson, you don't have one life? You may as well live it to your fullest. You don't take any other person's opinions on how you want to deal with your life. If that's how you want to deal with it, then do it, man. If you run out of money soon enough, then you just gotta deal with the consequences in the end and just live to it. Japanese countrysides are a mix of nature and modern life. The pics that someone sent me, they had forests so near the town. Damn, you two go back. Yeah, we go back. Tiring in Switzerland since they have bunkers. Wait, don't America... aren't there like off-grid American homes that are like bunkers too? I'm pretty sure there are some in America. Me in my 90s watching my grandchildren crashing a plane on TikTok 2.0. Nice one, Sandwich, nice. That feeling when comedy is completely fucking... Here's the thing. Our sense of comedy is completely fucking up. We're slowly losing the whole point of having a punchline, having worthwhile, you know, having a point in a joke. We're losing that. And I feel like that's gonna keep going. Somebody can look at a water bottle and laugh at that in the future, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I can move to another country. Yeah, same here. I'd much rather live in the Philippines rather than live in another country. It'll be an experience to go on vacation in another country. Waifu actually wants to go visit Japan once I get enough money and all that stuff. But to be honest, I'd much rather prefer being in the Philippines, considering it's not that well off. Economically, it's not that great. Politically, it's also not that great. But then again, that's politics. I don't talk about politics too much. Fucking power-wise, as a country, we're not that great. But hey, everything's cheap. I grew up here. I've developed here. And I'll thrive here. Man, I don't want to end my life huddling in a tiny bunker underground. Dude, if there was a nuclear strike, I would prefer to not live. You can purchase decommissioned military bunkers in the US. Yeah, there's that too. But yeah, if there was like a nuclear attack, I would definitely not bother hiding and just take the brunt of it. Instead of dealing with a world that's already crumbling. Of course, it might not even be crumbling. I may as well take this easier way out. You know? Just take myself out. Not deal with the aftermath. God, I don't like nuclear war. Because everybody fucking loses in nuclear war. Yeah, I love how like the UN does practically nothing the entire time. Going out with a bang. That's true. That's true. Hold on, let me reposition myself again. Sorry about that. I have to constantly do this because I am tilting. But yeah, where was I? Yo, what was I talking about? Where was I going? What was I talking about? I already forgot. Words come out of my mouth. I don't think about them too much. That's part of me. I think I'd rather take my car out somewhere and chill and watch the missiles. That is, if you get a warning in the missiles. Normally, the missile launch thing normally lasts about 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes before or 15 minutes before. So if you have time to drive away from the blast, you may as well do it. Well, would you like to die from hunger or radiation? Or radiation rather than a quick bomb. Yeah, either you get disintegrated or you slowly die of hunger or radiation. Oh yeah, the UN, yeah, that's what I was talking about. The UN is fucking useless. It's done nothing. Oh, we're the United Nations. You're committing acts of terrorism towards your citizens in your country? We're gonna send you a solicitation. Oh, you never listened to that? We'll send you another one! That still doesn't work? We're gonna send people to watch over your country. It didn't work, Chief! What are we gonna do? Invite him to the board of directors. That's so fucking stupid. The UN's worthless. UN is just for show, to be honest. Yeah, if people start fucking nuking everything, everybody's just gonna go do it. The UN doesn't do jack fucking shit. It puts sanctions. It watches over the people, and if they fuck up, they bring them to the board of directors, and it's so dumb. Hey, Ren, how's it going, by the way? The UN is League of Nations Season 2. My chaos boy. Yes. Yes, friendly coot demon. I live in a sparsely populated area with no real important locations to hit. I live in the city. I live in the capital. I'm dead. And the countryside, or where I live, might get... Actually, no, it might actually not. We're like a couple of kilometers away. Actually, now that I think about it, no, not really. No, from the... Yeah, no, we're gonna get hit nonetheless from the countryside. A blast that big will probably hit the countryside. It'll still cause, like, a blast of radiation. It's gonna fuck. It's gonna fucking hurt. How are you? I'm doing good. We're just doing talking. We're talking about, like, We're talking about nuclear war. I live in a relatively big city, too. Yeah, if nuclear war starts, we're first to go. We are definitely first to go. What do you guys think of online education, to be honest? Because frankly, I enjoy it. It's just very, very hard to... Because here's the thing, right? You mean to tell me that students who barely pay attention to begin with are allowed to take their stuff online and be distracted more and use the excuse, oh, we were busy, teacher, give us another week to finish this online assignment that we can finish in about 2 hours. It's an enjoyable platform. People can take their own pace and all that stuff, and they have more tools to work with. It modernizes the whole system of education. But the fact of the matter is, you're letting students do as they please on the internet without direct supervision, because parents are also doing their thing, is kinda not that great. I learned fuck none, but I like it. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I haven't tried it yet, so I have no positive or negatives about it. And speaking of dying and stuff, what you do and say stuff in your last moments? Just smile. To be honest, I've always had this idea of my death being a complete joke. It's not like, not a joke like, oh, haha, I'm dead. Not like that. It's more like I want it to be a relatively happy moment for everyone rather than it being a sobbing moment, a sorrowful moment. I want people to remember me good. I want people to remember me as, hey, you were a cool dude. You were nice enough to me. And I'll remember you even though you're gone. That's the type of happiness I want. I want my funeral to be filled with like funny memes that people can actually relate to and relate to me, so they can all reminisce and have a fun time nonetheless. Hell, I'd let people drink booze on my fucking like funeral. I don't give a shit. I'm fine with people being happy. I want people to be happy rather than me. This is why I play support. This is why I enjoy being a support player. This is why I enjoy working as a customer service representative. It's because I enjoy the fact that I am helping people somewhat. Not completely, because I'm not that big of a bitch. I help them partially, and that's good enough for me. I have very low expectations for myself. If we're studying in school, not online. Yeah, it kind of increases like your development, and you also get to focus a bit more rather than getting distracted over many more things. But yeah, studying in school is way more efficient. Studying online, not as efficient, but also more flexible. That's it, to be honest. That's true. I do miss learning other than just passing requirements. To be honest, that's what I've been doing. No joke. I actually got a higher grade than my classmates who attend classes, and all I do is just pass assignments, and that's actually quite funny. They attend the classes, they do homework. I do homework, do well on exam, I'm fine. That's what I normally do. I have no direct issues with like that stuff. Have a good stream. Ah, thank you, Ren. Hope you have a good day, too. So you want to have the world rejoice when you were born, make it so the world rejoices when you pass away. Yeah, basically. I want people... well, to be honest, I don't think many people were happy when I was born. My grandfather was, I think, furious. Because I was an accident, that's one thing for sure. I was definitely an accident. Mom ran away at that time too. Mom ran away from home. Granddad had to find her, bring her back, and raise raise me. And yeah, I don't think people were happy when I was born. The fact of the matter is, it was very, very tiring to raise me back when I was a child. And I'm fine now. We're all good. I want people to be happy when I die instead of them being sad when I was born. Because there was a time where people were sad that I was even alive to begin with. Hey, Kotaro, how's it going? What's poppin', gamer? Welcome, boy. Yeah, there was a time when people were upset when I was born. And then again, that hasn't really changed. People still hate me for the fact that I solely exist. There are people like that, and I can't really stop that, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with who I am. I was the first child of my generation. I'm the only child, so I can't really say much. Yeah, it is. Yeah, let's think of some other topics. Like, what do you look for in like your soulmate? What do you look for in like the person you like? You plan on marrying? I already have my answers. I'm already like set in stone on who I want to marry. I know you guys know that already, but like, I'd be glad to share like a bit of the stuff. But yeah, feel free to say like what are you looking for in the person you want to marry. Well, waifu is not good at cooking. Hell, she cooks a hot dog till it's burnt. That's one thing. She barely knows how to do housework. And what else is waifu not good at? Oh yeah, she's not really good at handling that big of a workload. But then again, I'm happy with that. The fact of the matter is, I like waifu for the sole fact that she can't also cook, so that means she has to rely on me. She can't handle heavy workloads, so she has to rely on me. And the fact that she can't do housework that well, she has to rely on me. But no, waifu's actually... Here's the thing, I'm just gonna say this now. Waifu's fucking hot. Surprisingly, I'm not. I'm fit enough. I don't look that well. I don't look that good. I'm mediocre, I guess you could say. But yeah. I'll be loyal and take care of them with my tiny size. Hey! Someone who is kind and listens to whatever I say. Oh, so a good listener. You're looking for a good listener, huh? Well, you can probably, like, find someone with that. I'm looking for anyone at this point, Kotaro, come on. You gotta set standards, you know? But then again, those standards can change in time, but you better set a baseline at least. Because if you don't, you'll end up being unhappy. I'll probably flip T on the god and place my last grass block in Minecraft and then die. I don't know in all honesty, but I guess I know when I see... Bison, I appreciate you just saying that. You don't have direct goals, and that's fine. I appreciate Kotaro for saying, like, I'm looking for anyone at this point, too. But then again, I prefer somebody, you know, set a baseline at least. Sadly, no girls want me. Not yet, Kotaro. Even if only, like, you know how many people are in the world right now, right? How many people are on Earth? Yeah, let's look at that up. There's about 7.53 billion, yeah? So basically get 1% of like 7.73 billion. You still have a fuck ton of people. You still have a buttload of people who want you. And that's no joke. Statistically, you have a higher chance than anything, to be honest. If I love myself, then I won't have to chase after someone else's love. That's true, but then again, you're not really looking for the gratification of somebody loving you. It's more on continuing a part of life, I guess. And then again, that's only in my opinion. You can have your own opinions on how you want to continue with life and all that stuff. Strats. I've been rejected too many times, and girls think of me as creepy and awkward and would rather see me as a sus standing next to them. Hey, man. Don't consider yourself creepy. Because there will come a time... Hey, I thought I was creepy for enjoying anime and also hating it completely. I was very awkward. Hell... Here's the funny thing. Waifu considered me as a friend back when we were still in high school. I was literally not really that close with them at all, and I was always just walking behind them. I was walking behind 3 girls. Waifu, her best friend, and our other friend. I was just walking behind them the entire time. That's creepy and awkward. But then again, you'll get somewhere being that, because they'll understand who you are. You'll find someone who can understand what you do, how you function soon enough. And I believe people have a chance. Dang, I miss physical human interaction. Nasus, I fucking feel you. I just want someone to care, to take care of. I'm not attractive, so it'll be hard for me. Hey, your personal appearance does not matter. Actually, no, it does matter somewhat. Somewhat. But to be honest, the saying love is blind is very correct. Of course, there are some people who go for the appearances and how attractive they are. There are also people who just enjoy your company, your personality. They wouldn't care less about how you look. As long as it's you, that's all they care about. As long as they know what builds you, that's what they'll fall in love with. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with waifu. Of course, we've had our ups and downs. But to be honest, I'm very happy with waifu. I would not change her for the world. The way she relies on me on certain things. The way she's clingy too. Oh, that's also very cute. The way she relies on me to cook. That's also very cute. The fact that she gets not embarrassed, more like jealous. She gets very jealous of other girls when I talk to them, despite not being flirty at all. It's very cute. Very cute. Hey, Graver, how's it going? How's it going, baby? Baby, how's it going? But yeah, everybody will have a chance. I don't watch too much anime anymore, and it kind of reminded me of when I was in high school. Yeah. Did you hear about the Microsoft and Activision Blizzard mergers? Yeah, I saw the memes. To be honest, I never read that many news, to be honest. The news I only listen to are about, like, wartime affairs and weather reports. That's all I listen to. But yeah, I saw the memes about Microsoft buying Activision / Blizzard, and it was... oh boy. People are memeing it, and I love it. I don't mind the way a girl looks. I care for any women. Hey, man of the hour, yeah! For me, I just need someone who is actually emotionally available and someone who can understand me. Sometimes I don't even understand myself. Yeah, I feel you. Gotta take medication for that stuff. Thank God waifu understands. You'll find someone who is very understanding in the end. Of course, I'm not saying waifu's the best type of girl, because everybody has their personal views on what the best type of girl is. Personally, she's the best type of girl for me. Probably not for you. And you have to figure out what the perfect type of girl for you is, and you have to make adjustments to it. There is no perfection in a girl. There's always something going on in the background that you won't be happy with. And then again, that's just part of being in a relationship. Just wish women weren't judging of me. You'll probably find someone, Kotaro. Considering how nice you are and how supportive you are online, I feel like someone would eventually find you. Or you'll eventually find someone. My family has literally said we will celebrate any women that managed to get me fall for them. Nice. Women that managed to get me to fall for them. And I don't know, if you don't want to get married or find someone who is worth your time, then don't. You don't necessarily have to do it, as long as you're happy with yourself. As long as you're happy with the way you're living, that's good enough for me. Besides, my personal opinion doesn't matter in the end anyways, it's your life. Yeah, stopping with the topic of love. What's your favorite numbers? That's a very simple question. If I remember, waifu loves 20? 20, 12, and 2, I think? 20, 12, and 2, if I remember. I like the numbers 11. You know what? 7, 11. Yeah, it's there. 7, 11, and 71. I don't know where 71 came from, but there was 11, 7, and 71. 22, 15. What do you think you, like, have that favorite number? 69, 420, okay. Alright, sandwich, let's go! Meme time! You know, my family knows I'm likely not to get married or even have a waifu. And that's fine. If you're sure you're not interested in getting a relationship, or you think you will never get one, then you just gotta slowly start to adapt yourself to become happy with what you have rather than things you can't get. JK, it's actually 9. Where did you guys get your favorite numbers? To be honest, I think I got the number 11 from Kevin Levin. It's so stupid, but I thought Kevin was cool back in the day. And also 7, lucky number. 7-Eleven, the 7-Eleven stores. I love the Slurpees. And to be honest, that's it. That's the only reason why. I have no clue where the number 71 came from. 2 sisters and they have kids, so they're going, when are you gonna get married so I can have nephews and nieces? I'm like, I don't even start that in my head, of course. Yeah, 15 because it's my birthday. I see. 2? Yeah, why did you guys end up liking your numbers? Also 28 because I have a lot of anniversaries on that date. My anniversary with waifu is April 12th. Speaking of which, waifu's birthday is coming up in February, so I'm going to be taking a short break too on February. Probably like a day or 2 to celebrate with waifu. Yeah, I'm probably going to take a 2-day break for waifu. We're going to be celebrating. But yeah, while we're here though, I'm going to be a bit more active right now till then. Because we need to get back in the algorithm, buddy. We're getting pushed away from the algorithm. We're not developing as a channel anymore. We're losing. We're losing. But then again, I don't really care about numbers that much in the end. As long as I get to have fun with people, that's good enough for me. Yeah. I'd probably ask my parents more about this stuff, because I don't know much about my parents. My birthday is on the 15th of April. Ooh. Very close. My birthday is coming up. Hey! Happy early birthday, Kotaro. I mean, I would love to make you a present if you give me the exact date later. Because if I remember somebody's birthday, I give them a present. If I don't remember, shit. Hell, I have a drawing for Scalak that I never uploaded because I forgot her thing was, yeah, she had like her, what's it called? Her streaming anniversary thing. And I never got to send this to her. Hold on, let me get it. If I still have it, that is. Where is it? Do I even have it saved as a separate thing? It's somewhere here. I can't find it. Where is it? If I remember somebody's birthday, I give it to him. That's all I have to say. But I'm still trying to find where the fucking thing is. To be honest, I prefer to draw because that's the only thing I can afford. Did I not save it as a PNG? Oh, it's still in the project file. Never mind. Well, I didn't need presents. Hey, that doesn't mean I can't give it to you. Next month on the 17th. Oh, I see. February 17th. God, people have so many birthdays on February. That's nice. Thursday was yesterday on the 20th. Yeah, I remember, Bison. Happy belated birthday again. Hope you're good, man. Hope you had a nice day. My streaming anniversary wasn't that grand, but I was glad I was people who I love. When is my streaming anniversary? I can't even remember when I started VTubing. When I started doing YouTube. I don't even know what to celebrate. When I started YouTube, when I started VTubing, what do I celebrate? I'm very confused about that. But then again, I don't really want to celebrate it that much. I enjoy, like, doing stupid stuff, like celebrating 1K by drinking and all that stuff. But then again, it's really just numbers. It was nice despite being in quarantine. That's nice. That's neat. To be honest, I'd prefer my birthdays don't go into swimming pools. My family loves swimming. My birthday is like right next to my grandmother's birthday. So she's November 5. I'm November 6. And sometimes, if we want to bring the extended family, we'd also include my, what's it called? What's... For example, your brother gets married to this woman. What do you call it? What do you call that woman? Oh, fuck. I can't remember. It was something like that, yeah. My grandmother's that thing. My grandmother's brother's wife, that. We would also include that. We would also bring her into it. Sister-in-law, yeah. My grandmother's sister-in-law, because she has her birthday at November 7th. So normally, it's either me or my grandmother's birthdays we celebrate, or we also bring in my grandmother's sister-in-law's birthday along with me and my grandmother. Yeah, there was a time where that was a thing. But yeah, I also like enjoy, you know. I need to be more in touch with my family now that I realize it. I'm not that connected with my father's side of things. My grandmother's side of things too, I'm not that well off with. Hell, I'm not even that great with like my grandfather's side of things too. Well, then again, the grandfather side of things only has like 1 or 2 living relatives left. There's that. And I'm from the main stuff, so. You don't know the numbers gift is, so I picked 9 just for fun. And I get a Lego set. I see. That numbers gift is. Yeah, like you pull a random number and it gives you like a gift. We have those too. But instead of like random toys, they also include colored chicks. Have you guys seen those before? Like colored chicks? It's a thing in the Philippines. Let me readjust myself again. Keep fucking like dashing out like to the side. Hold on. Where the fuck is my... There we go. Let me recalibrate real quick. And I keep tilting to the other side. You don't know what... No, yeah, sorry, I was rereading chat. Yeah, let me get like the colored chicks. Have you never had colored chicks before? Colored chicks in the Philippines. Yeah. Have you guys never had those? I think that's just a Filipino thing. Yeah, let me get like an example. Let me just get one image from Google. Yeah, copy image link. Browser 3. This. Yeah, these. Like the colored chicks. You draw a number, you either get one of these toys, a fish, some chicks, or black ducks. These are what you get. This is a Filipino thing. You don't know, sorry. Colored chicks like colored chicks candy? No! Literal colored chicks. They're just chicks dyed in a color. That's it. Like chicken chicks. Like also ducks. What the? Okay, that is strange. Yeah, I know, right? I've actually won some of these before. Hell, I bought goldfish from these guys rather than play the actual, like, pulling game. To be honest, I'd rather keep one and make it grow, rather than just... Here's the thing, their lifespans don't last that long. Yeah, colored chicks lifespan. Yeah, they don't last that long. They're just dyed chicks. Raise concerns, but after Easter, sometimes I have vibrant colors for Easter. For spring. Other times, the non-toxic food coloring. But colored chicks survive. The color fall off as the chicks grow new permanent fez. But it's harmful for the humans to eat. The meat that these chicks they grow up also become residual chemicals and color remains in their bodies well after 12 weeks. Yeah. Well, it doesn't hurt the chicks. Where chicks get dunked and die. That's true, but they're fine now. We ate them when it grew up. Yeah, I wish I could, like, get another chance at growing a chick. I would. I definitely would if I had the chance. I would make a chick grow. If I had the chance to buy one. Actually, I saw one last time when I was cycling around nearby our location. There was, like, a guy selling that stuff. I wish. Oh, I only got Pugo once when was still small from those. Then I saw a cat snatch it from the box, so... Aw, waifu, I'm sorry. Aw, that's sad. Live in the US, but I don't live anywhere near Philippine communities. Yeah, you'll see this stuff happen every now and then in the Philippines if you come over. Yes, the bot again. Hello, Gamer Riddle. Oh no, not Gamer, that's Garner. God, my eyes are so fucking horrible. Hope you're doing good, Garner. But yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah, talking about the chicks. Yeah, the chick's fine. I wish I could raise them. I'm not really that good at raising animals. I'm actually quite sensitive about that, because I'm not really that good at raising animals, but I want to raise animals. Hell, I'm raising fish now, and I'm doing an okay job. I'm doing an okay job with the fish. 2 of them died, sadly. Not the big ones. Not Phoebe and, not Phoebe and... What was the name of this other person? Mark Goldenberg, yeah. The other things that died are, like, one of the yellow Danios and one common house goldfish. But they were sick to begin with. So, that's not really for me to blame. I tried to cure them with methylene blue, but that didn't really help them out that much. So, I tried curing them. Some of them got cured, some of them didn't. There was some fin rot on Mark Goldberg that one time, but I was able to fix that. I managed to like bathe him in methylene blue, and then I fed him a decent enough diet, like 1 scoop. Yeah, it's good. Also, hola everyone, hola wafu, hola. Yeah, we're just talking about random topics. Sorry if I wasn't able to respond to you earlier, waifu. Yeah, what other topics would you guys like to, you know, discuss? Like, feel free to ask more questions. I'm fine with taking more questions. I can bring up another topic if no one has like any more ideas, because I probably have more shit like I can talk about and all that stuff. Alright. Give me a topic! No topics? None? Alright. Guess I'll do it then. To be honest, I don't like the holidays. I'm gonna go an aquarium, and I can safely say taking care of fish is much easier than cats and dogs. That is true. That is true. The only real issue you have to deal with is like either they get sick, the water temperature just isn't right, or you want to make like an active terrarium where you have plants growing and you have to have enough nutrients in the water for them to survive. And it's kind of sad because I've tried growing water lettuce, I've tried growing duckweed, I've tried growing other things. It's not that great. They didn't really grow well enough. The leaves always end up dying. How about becoming friends with someone despite language barriers? How do you deal with grief? Let's do how do you deal with grief first, and then let's talk about someone having language barriers. How do you deal with grief? Well, to be honest, I've never really had that big of a moment where I had to deal with that much grief. I was very much depressed and suicidal. Hell, there's a lot of times where I actually tried to do very bad things to myself. But the only thing I can say about me dealing with grief is I distracted myself with video games, and this is why video games are kind of like my solace. Well, before. Not anymore right now, because I'm not really that interested in video games that much anymore. Rather than an entertainment, it's more like a saving grace for me, because it was the thing that distracted me so much. You know how, like, Torram's on Steam now, right? I used to be level 150 full cap on that. Because I had nothing else to do when I dropped out of school, and I was so depressed that I couldn't do anything else. I was feeling so lethargic and I needed to distract myself. That was my way of like consoling myself, but it can be completely different. I can't say the advice of distract yourself because you can be very inefficient with how you handle yourself. There may be other ways to handle grief easily, but to be honest, that's how I handled my grief. For me, I think about it and sad in mind, but I don't cry. The only time I've cried was when I like tried to ask my parents for help and we went to the psychiatrist, and that's the only time when I've cried, I think, for my parents. Would you rather have a talking dodo? No, sorry, no. I need to read Bison's one. How about becoming friends with someone despite a language barrier? Here's the thing, right? I've handled friends who do not speak the English language and would much rather use a translator to try to at least talk and provide insight on stuff. You don't necessarily need to speak the same language in order to become well enough friends. Sure, communication is very vital as an aspect in terms of, you know, communicating, developing with other people, all that shit. But that doesn't necessarily inhibit that you can limit yourself by, you know, you don't have to exchange with words. You can exchange with your actions. You can exchange with simple yes or no's, even if it's not in English. There is no direct issues with me becoming friends with people who have the issues of having a different language barrier. Would you rather have a talking dojo professional gaming PC? That's a tough one. That's a very tough one, actually. Oh my god, that's very tough. That's a tough question to answer. Also, hey Nyappy, welcome to the stream. If I think of a talking dog, I would very much be happy, since that means I can communicate with an animal, and I would be able to provide them with the things they need. and make them happy till they grow and, you know, reach the end. Oh, but the gaming PC is what I need right now. Talking dog. I'm going with talking dog sandwich. I'm sorry. No gaming PC. I'd much rather go for a talking dog. Yeah. That was very hard. I'd actually think about that. Have you ever felt like games today are easy despite playing extremely hard games? I think games right now are easy. Because they're not janky. That's one thing for sure. They're not janky as shit. They didn't have to go through some limitations to make it work. You know how, like, Mega Man handles like a fucking bitch. It runs well, you can platform good enough, but once you... It's so tight, the movement is so tight, and the limitations limit you so much that it's just becoming more and more of, like, a difficulty tweak rather than anything. And it's... I'd say games before are hard, but I can't say they're fun. The games today are fun. It has a lot of replayability. It has, instead of games being just an entertainment thing, it's become an art form. Games are neat. Games right now are a good progression to how video games are. It's become an art form. But before, yes, it was very difficult before. There are difficult games now, but not as difficult as the ones before. Butterdog flashbacks. My biggest grief is that I got my first channel deleted that day after I got 100 subs, and that made me really pissed off, and I'm still recovering from art block because of it. Ah, Sandwich, damn! God, I would have been so upset and given up on YouTube if I had lost my account at 100. I was already sad that people were unsubscribing back when I was still in the numbers of 90s, dude. That shit was fucking sad, and if you lost, I couldn't bear the grief, dude. I feel it now. I hope, yeah, you're fine now, right? Butter Doge, let's go. Yeah, I gotta go with Butter Doge. I would love gaming PC, but I want to speak to my dog. Yeah, I am a story gamer, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. I rarely tell any funny story. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think my stories are funny. They're just funny to other people apart from me experiencing them. But yeah, let's see what you said, Bison. Because I played games, but I just don't know. There was something about them that don't have the satisfaction like the older games. I guess nostalgia can factor into that, but I doubt it. I doubt nostalgia is the one making you think that way. I'm pretty sure there's still some stuff missing from video games now. Well, video games nowadays are very hand-holdy. There's that. I don't like games nowadays. They're very hand-holdy. I like the hardships of trying to figure out stuff. This is why I like Don't Starve Together. It doesn't give you a tutorial. You just learn and try to figure out what the fuck happened. This is why I like Minecraft. Because at the very beginning, there was no tutorial to begin with. You just started off in a world, try to figure out how to craft shit, and that was the best. That was the time of my life. I got 100 subs on the first day of my VTuber career, but I cried instead because I was sure I will disappoint them. Ah, Suzuki. I can't really blame you for thinking disappointment will come sooner rather than later. If you think you'll disappoint, that's just bracing yourself for what may come. But don't drag yourself down to the point where you're actually crying over it. Because it's a possibility. But you can make that possibility not be a reality. I had like 100 animations on that account. I worked so hard 8 months straight. Oh my god. Ah, oh, that's a pain. Ah, oh, that's such a pain, Sandwich. Oh, why is that so painful? If you guys were born into an isekai, do you think you'd like to have overpowered powers or start from the very beginning? If you went into an isekai, that is. If you went into an isekai, would you like to have overpowered powers or no powers at all and start from scratch? Or like the Mario N64 where there were many problems, but it was so satisfying overcoming it to win. Yeah, the satisfaction of trying to get over jank. That's great. I feel that. Naturally thinking of doing something new. Hey, you know, keep experimenting while you're still small. Because when you grow, you're really stuck in a fucking rut. You have a fucking dry season. You have a dry spell. I'm already nerfed in this life, so why not? So you'd much rather prefer to go blank? You'd much prefer to go empty? To be honest, if I'm gonna live in like an isekai, right, I'd much rather have an overpowered skill. Like maybe like matter manipulation or something. Thank you for inspiring me. Nah, no worries, Suzuki. I'm not inspiring, I'm just giving my thoughts. I'm not that nice a person. But yeah, like, I'd much rather get OP. Because here's the thing. Just because I'm going OP doesn't mean I have to be OP. I can just live my life peacefully without ever having to deal with confrontations, battles, and all that stuff. I want to live a peaceful... I want to fucking farm. I want to be a farmer if I go into an isekai. I want to just farm. Grow my own life. Take care of livestock. That's a isekai life I want. Saitama be like... Hey, if there was confrontation, I want to take a night walk now. Bye, take care. Alright, see you later, Suzuki. Be careful, though. Make sure you go through very well-lit areas. Don't go through the dark areas. Very dark areas, I mean, night is already dark, but just be sure you go through the nicely lit areas. But yeah. What's your highest peak of motivation moment that you absolutely killed? When was that? I don't know if I should talk about this because this is kind of brutal. This is actually kind of brutal and I don't want to talk about it. It involves fighting something, and I'd much rather not speak it out loud on stream because it does get dark and somewhat bloody. So I'd much rather not. But let's just say there was a fight. I was motivated, and yeah, let's leave it at that. I'd rather get isekai into a sci-fi with spaceships and unimaginable technology so I can explore the universe. I also would just be normal, probably a soldier on a peaceful world with a boring-ass job. You're not straying too far from reality, and that's, to be honest, quite nice. I don't want to go on a grand adventure. That's stupid. I don't want to risk my life going for some grand adventure that I didn't really want to participate in and was also selected for me. I'd much rather pick my own life. Be overpowered, but only live a peaceful life. That's what I want. I would also go OP having the power, but not using it is way better because you know you can protect it if it comes to it. Yeah, basically. Yeah, keep it private if you want. Yeah, I need to keep it private, to be honest, because it does get bloody. Here's the thing, right? I've said this before, but I have my fair share of scuffles. I've had my fair share of school territory brawls. And there are some stories that I'm happy to tell. Like when a guy tried to pull out a knife, the other guy tried to pull out a gun, and we all ran away. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was funny. Nothing really happened, we all just ran away, but there were times where I can't tell you the details, because it does get really bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember them now, and it's... Oh, no. Like, guarding an educational building where nothing much happens and the kids look up to me as a role model, possibly me being lazy when they are not looking. Ah, dude. Just like real life. Let's go! I feel you. That's a good life. Live that life if you get isekai, man. I don't want to be the first person to prove quantum immortality. Oh, actually. At that point, if you proved quantum immortality was a thing, wouldn't the universe you left up also just commit suicide and empty it out? So at what point? At what point does the multiverse reach a boiling point to how many fucking limits it has? Because we know nothing about, like, quantum physics and how far we can go with splitting timelines and all that stuff. We haven't even proven correctly if multiple timelines even exist. Quantum immortality just means, oh, you can live forever. And also, you know, your other self is dead in that universe since you died in that universe and all that shit. But, like, ugh. That would just mean, like, killing yourself constantly. It would if it proves the idea of quantum immortality, then people would just kill themselves constantly, and that would not be good. There would be nothing left. It would only just be you in the end if you didn't also bring yourself to the other side. Or if you didn't do it like fast enough and everybody just ended up doing that. Yeah, immortality is very iffy for me, to be honest. Considering if somebody discovered you're immortal and they'll use you for experiments and you'll get trapped in a single file thing forever, forgotten in time till the end of time, yeah? Earth blows up, you're stuck there gone crazy. You may float into space, constantly not being able to breathe, feeling all the pain because you are immortal. There's that too, but like I do not want to deal with that. Oh shit, actually never mind. I want to die. yeah, I know, Sandwich. It gets very, very iffy if you think about the realistic interpretations of what could happen if you were caught as an immortal being. They would experiment on you, they'll keep you hidden from the public so they can't produce anything from you. They'll constantly keep you, and if they forget about you, you'll be left behind. You'll have nothing, you'll go insane. You may go sane again, who knows? But you may go insane again, the constant cycle. If there's nothing in the universe and your world is already dead and there's nothing left, what point is there for you to begin with? You're stuck in a world where there's nothing. And I'd much rather live in a world where there's pain and suffering rather than live in a world with nothing. I enjoy knowing my time is limited so that I can enjoy life because it's short. That's true. Enjoy the little moments in life, you know? And taking care of a weakly mother and four sisters who were much younger than me. Ah, that's a good life. God, having a good life in an isekai would be very, very good. Oh, and I don't want a harem. I'm completely like a monogamist. I am not into polygamy at all. I'd much rather have one singular waifu. Like waifu. I am very not into polygamy. I watch harem. I find it slightly disturbing when somebody does ecchi. I like it when a harem becomes a full-on romance where only one wins. I like that. There's actually character development that shows who actually gets to win. There's a climax. You actually get to vote for something. If the guy you were voting for didn't win, that's fine. At least there's a climax at the end. Ugh, that shit. The harems that have way too much ecchi and doesn't have an actual conclusive end is horrible. Here's the only other that doesn't happen. Hey, here's one, right? Here's an example. The end of the world, God only knows. I like that. It's a harem. It's a stupid harem, but it has an ending where he chooses the girl that's not even supposed to be part of the harem. The girl that was not meant to be a character to begin with and just there as a side character. There's a conclusive end where the girl she was meant to be with was never an option in the first place. There was an end, and I'm happy with that. There's an end to some of them, and I'm happy. That doesn't always happen, and I hate it. I hate it when they leave it open-ended. Yeah, no spoil. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I just spoiled it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I didn't spoil it too much. I just said, like, oh, he ends up with the girl that isn't supposed to be there to begin with. Yeah, there. I cry and die. Okay, that didn't really explain much. My soldier career is that I'm a former special forces with excellent record, but looks the most boring assignments and sorts as early retirement. You're basically like a sortie that went like on a two-year expedition and like you're done. You get to say you're a veteran and you're good. It's really good. Okay, Sarama. Yeah, there was that. Yeah, apart from that, like a nice life would be good. Nice life in an isekai would be good. Yeah, it's currently 11:37 p.m. I'm gonna be going cycling tomorrow, so I might actually have to drop off now. But yeah, it's been fun talking to you guys. It's been an enjoyable experience being able to talk to everybody. You know, we've been talking for about an hour 35 minutes. But hey, that hour and 35 minutes flew. It flew really fast. Yeah, I'll probably become a god floating in absolute nothingness just by thinking that I'll create another universe, a new Big Bang continuous cycle, maybe loop the whole thing. But the thing is, that's only a possibility. Hell, it might happen in your mind, but not in reality, because you've probably gone insane by that time. Because human limitations, despite being immortal, you're still human. Yeah, it did. Well, yeah. Hopefully you guys are gonna be doing good soon. I'm gonna go end the stream. Time is cruel, flies when we enjoy it. Basically, I can say I went through hell and I want a slow and eventful life taking care of my family. That's actually quite nice. Very, very, very good take. I actually appreciate that take by Sanon and Isekai. And that's good. Thanks for the stream. Now, thank you guys for sticking with me till the very end. It's an hour and 30 minutes already, and like, it's just us bantering. There's nothing interesting going on. I'm just talking, and you guys are listening, and it's an enjoyable experience, and I appreciate you all for sticking by. Someone probably in another universe already proves it. Probably. We never know till we try, and I don't suggest trying. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Hope you had a fun time. I'll see you later, everybody. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Probably not in the afternoon, but mostly at night. So I'll be thinking of something to stream by that time. I'll probably play Galciv solo or something. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you Nasus. Thank you Sandwich. Thank you Zero2. Thank you Bison. Thank you Areku. Thank you Nyappy. I swear, just thank you to everybody who came by. I appreciate it. I haven't been able to have fun that much in terms of being on the internet, but now I'm back. I'm running well. But yeah. See ya, boys! Thank you!